I think you can have a lot of confidence in the text of the Gospels for many reasons. We can start with the fact that actually most ancient literature, when it's handed down over time, is handed down carefully. So I think it's reasonable to trust that something is broadly reliable when it comes in ancient manuscripts, which were expensive. I mean, if you're writing on leather, you're writing on animal skins, it's not something you do casually. If you're writing an extensive book, you might be using many animals. These are costly things. So normally people are going to take care over them. But then we can also say one of the great things about Christianity is it spread so far. So that means we have copies from different places. As it spreads further, we don't just have copies in Greek, we have copies into other languages the Bible gets translated into, so Latin and Coptic, which is late Egyptian, and Syriac, and then more and more Anglo-Saxon, Arabic, and so on as you go through the ages. And there's actually no one in the history of the church who's ever been in a position to change everyone's Bibles. No pope, no emperor has ever had all of the Bibles within their own sphere of authority. So these are reasons. Then you can go to further ones. You can actually trace the relationship between Gospels, between manuscripts, by looking where people do miscopy things. That's like a genetic trace, and you can look at how a particular change in wording happened through time, and you can then remove that as you go back through time. So all of these things, there's just vast amounts of information, many bookshelves worth of material on this. And so it's not a question of guesswork. There's an awful lot that can be known and you can demonstrate. And even skeptical scholars will concede that over all the period we have covered with manuscripts, there isn't a massive amount of change. Now, then you have the question, what about just before your earliest manuscripts? But remember, that's a period that's getting smaller and smaller over time, because as people discover more things, they're discovering more manuscripts. So, and as we discover new manuscripts, it's not that this is upsetting the picture we've had before, it's tending to confirm the picture we had before.